Now the next question I have is from Ellen, and Ellen says, my name is Ellen, and I'm not reading your last name here, Ellen, just on purpose, but Ellen's from Virginia. She said, I'd like to ask you, how can you equate dog fighting and human fights as one and the same? Humans choose to fight in a ring. Dogs have no choice. Humans do not fight till one dies or is nearly dead. Dogs do. Humans do not incapacitate another human so they can use them to train with. Dog fighters do. Humans are not killed or tortured to death if they lose a fight. Dogs are. You know, Ellen, and to everybody out there, there has been a real effort off the leftist blog sites in America to distort what I said the last time. You know, I've been a happy and proud dog owner for almost all my life. We've raised Labrador Retrievers, pointing Labrador Retrievers, and I've asked them to point to post 3 of those the family dogs up on the Facebook page tonight, so you can see what goes on in our house. We love our animals, and we love our kids and our family too. And the situation that was the discussion was at the base of it is this. And I would say for anybody out there that's an admirer of HSUS, the Humane Society of the United States, and Wayne Pacelli, the president of the same, he has sat in my office. He knows very clearly where I stand. But what he understands in here doesn't get translated always to what he says out in public. There has been a real effort to distort this out across the websites. And what I've said is that we need to respect humans as more than we do animals. Whenever we start elevating animals up to above that of humans, we've crossed a moral line. For example, if there's a sexual predator out there who has impregnated a young girl, say a 13-year-old girl, and it happens in America more times than you and I'd like to think, that sexual predator could pick that girl up off the playground at the middle school and haul her across the state line and force her to get an abortion to eradicate the evidence of his crime and bring her back and drop her off at the swing set, and that's not against the law in the United States of America. I have told Wayne Pacelli and the people who believe that we should focus all of our efforts on anything that they can bring that limits activity around animals, that we need to respect and revere human life first, animal life second. That is my stand. It is a moral stand, and it's certainly not a stand in favor of animal fighting, and there is no record that would say that either. Now, I have broken up some dog fights being around the dogs that we have, and I've got a few little marks on me that come from that. But they do jump in, and they do get into a tussle with each other once in a while, and you have to jump in there and break it up. So no, I haven't started any dog fights. I've ended a number of them that just happened spontaneously. But we love our dogs. They're great bird dogs. They're all pointing labs, and I don't know that I'd go to the field if I didn't have a dog to take with me. So we love them. The grandkids love them. And I'd just tell you a little narrative about our little granddaughter Reagan. And this little girl's name is Reagan Ann King. She's now about, just a little over 18 months old. And she stands, their dog is Coach, and he is a yellow pointing lab, and he's a big guy. And so Coach got a ball, a small one of Reagan's balls, in his mouth and clear back down in his mouth. And Reagan saw him pick up her ball. She walked over and looked Coach. She had to look up at Coach to look him in the eye. Knew Coach had her ball in his mouth. She just tapped him on the nose, and Coach opened his mouth a little bit, and she reached her arm clear down to the elbow, got the ball, and pulled it out. Not a bit afraid of that dog. She loves him too, but it was a neat little thing to see from my little granddaughter. So, Ellen, there's a lot of misinformation out there on the web. People have a political agenda, and there are some of them that wake up every morning looking to see what they can be indignant about, and I call them professional hyperventilators, and I hope you know the difference. I think you do. So thanks for your question.